What's up, everybody? SloCo here, representing MMA Topics, MMAMadhouse.com. I'm going to go over the fights from last night. The first fight, you saw Igor Prokrajic get a beautiful TKO win, and I see that he wanted to call out Tito Ortiz after the fight. That'd be an interesting bout to make. I'd watch it because I like watching Tito fight, win, lose, or draw. Anyway, next fight, Grappling Clinic. And that was a fight I really wanted to see. Sadly, they did not put it on TV. I have not found a video online of it yet. I'm still looking. If I find it, I will post it. But that was Dave Branch, Rosemary Paul Harris. The first round, it was really cool, they say. I read about it. It was back and forth. Second round, Paul Harris catches him with a heel hook. Bada bing, bada boom. Congrats. We had Steve Cantwell, Cyril Diabate. Cantwell, coming back from injury, he needs to be a middleweight, light heavyweight. He just doesn't look right as a light heavyweight. And Diabate, of course, the best striker, like technical striker you can find, literally. I mean, the guy's got world class striking. I love watching him strike. It was semi boring to most eyes. I prefer ground game anyway. But overall, I just like the technicality of the striking. Congrats to the Snake. I see him fighting an interesting fight next. I don't see him ever getting in the mix where it looked like a title shot for him, of course not. But I could see him getting up there to being kind of a semi gatekeeper kind of role and just fighting the new guys. So that was a good win for him. Had Shane Roller knock out Thiago Tavares in the second round last night. Very beautiful knockout. Got knocked out of the night. Next fight, Joe Stevenson versus Danny Castillo. I took Joe Stevenson in the fight. I thought, Joe's size would just take it, but man, Castillo, he just dominated every point of that fight. It was a good fight overall, but man, Castillo was a beast. Next fight, I'm talking about Brian Bowles, Demasio Page. That was a sick fight. Demasio came out throwing everything he had. Bowles, he's playing reserve. Then he started throwing some sick shots, catching him in a guillotine, and the ref stops at 3 minutes 30 seconds in the first round. The exact same timing that he beat him the first time via guillotine choke. That's pretty amazing, actually. All right, next one I'm talking about Alessio Sakara versus Chris Weidman. I took Weidman in that fight. I knew his credentials. I heard he was a good up and comer. They say he was probably the best prospect coming into the UFC, and he really proved it last night. I mean, he didn't have the most exciting style, but you got to think about it. He came in on 2 weeks' notice. He gave it all he had out there. Of course, Alessio was the superior striker, but the takedowns, and he capitalized. Weidman pulled out a good victory, and ready to see him have a nice, another, mid-level fight next time, because he has a good future ahead of him. So better striking, and Weidman can be a beast. Next fight, CB Dalloway, Mark Munoz. A lot of people say it might have been kind of controversial stoppage. Don't think so. I saw CB really, he was out for a minute. I can see why the ref stopped it. Yamasaki, he's good at stopping the fight when it needs to be stopped. And Munoz looked good. I mean, I was surprised CB even tried to really stand and trade with him at any point. And that's why I was glad he went for the takedown when he did. But Munoz keeping him down, you gotta be a really good grappler to do that. So, I mean, it was a cool fight. Nice TKO stoppage for Mark Munoz. I'm ready to see him have a nice next contender to fight. I'm hoping he gets someone like a Damian Maia or someone in that realm to fight. Main event of the evening: Diego Sanchez, Martin Kampmann. Fight started out first round. It looked like Diego was he just wasn't even there. Martin just straight up tattooed his face. You know, People thought he dropped him the first time. He technically didn't. Diego was already throwing a punch and was actually his whole body was in the air when he threw the punch, and then he got caught, so he fell down. It's just the momentum. But Martin really had the superior, striking of the whole fight. I can't remember the exact stats for everything. I'm gonna have it posted right after this video so everybody can see. But first round, Martin Kampmann with these. Second round, Martin Kampmann, in my opinion, because he did outstrike Diego. Yes, Diego caught him against the cage, rocked him up a little bit, but Martin was throwing punches as well. Sure, Diego got the better of it, but Martin controlled the majority of that round, threw more shots, landed more shots, and that was I gave it to Martin. Third round, I could give it to Diego. It was a really even round. That one takedown, judges really must have given that a lot of a score. Because, I mean, being 1 of 15 for takedowns, but yet Kampmann gets no love for 14 stuffs. I mean, come on. It's ridiculous. So, right when the fight ended, I actually posted on my Facebook 29-28 Sanchez. Because, the aggression that he showed in that fight, I could see where it was scored his way. But I rewatched the fight and really looked at it. And honest truth, Diego Sanchez looked like Leonard Garcia out there. He was throwing and missing a lot of shots. Martin Kampmann won that fight, in my opinion, with ease. I give it 29-28. A lot of people can say 30-27. I wouldn't argue that, but I say a safe 29-28 Martin Kampmann. So, It was a very controversial call. I don't understand it at all. I mean, Diego Sanchez, I respect the guy. He's got a heart of a warrior. His face showed it all at the end of the fight. I mean, his face just took a beating. Yes, the majority of that damage came in the first round, but regardless, Kampmann outstruck Diego Sanchez in that fight with ease. So, yeah, I'm gonna post a little bit after this video. These are just my thoughts on the take. I was just disappointed with that call, but overall event was a wonderful event. I loved watching it. You got Bellator and Strikeforce Saturday night. You need to check that out. Follow me on Twitter at SloCo Mania. Then you got DiBiase GDP and Dukes Jones. Check out MMAMadhouse.com. Find us on Facebook, MMA Topics, and just have a good one. But also, I'm gonna say one more thing. We got this month, Shogun and Bones. I'm gonna kind of do like a weekly vlog just leading up to that fight, just talking about random points, who I think's gonna win. So first off, right now I'm gonna go ahead and say War Shogun. I'm ready for that fight. So everybody have a good one. I'm gonna put a little bit right now extra on this so you can view the stats from the fight and enjoy. Thank you.
Song on so many different dials, cause I got more hits than a disciplined child. So when they see me, everybody baracks. Man, I'm like a young gun, fully barack. I cry teardrops over the massive attack. I only make hits like I work with a racket and back. Look at my jacket and hat, so damn berserk.